Oswald simukali wamona tindo mfaka niwo walengo kwa tinjise live up niwo walenga tinjise live up awe I didn't intend to come live, but anyway we are going towards elections, so you know, sometimes I should be able to you know, come up and discuss some of these issues when they are still fresh in the minds of the people, when it is still, you know, burning. So, the PF already ashinari shupa, just like many of us predicted. Chilikwati chua chava lungu, chileva chitobuvi. You know? Nalimevele imwenati but Valungu has got a special spirit. Valungu has got a special spirit. Ndara. This is a spirit of confusion. This is a spirit of confusion. Kutamba fa mdara wali mu power yali ma confusion yeka. Bafu ma confusion yeka. And there are confusions, they are just all over. No. Takwava muntu andi takwava. Takwava ma confusions yaso. PF is in tatters now. It is in tatters. Baishe fifya chitikevi. But as it is now, I want to give you ama factions. Ayaliko. Then I will talk about Vagiven Luvinda, because Vagiven Luvinda is a problem. Vagiven Luvinda is a problem. He is a problem. But anyway, ama factions ya likono mbapa. So, namuna kuri nankani kuri South Africa, mwila ila wa South Africa. Ilia kwa Makebi Zulu na wa Esther Lungu. Ilia ni faction na ena pa ya palua iko. Ni faction, that is a faction. Makebi Zulu na wa Esther Lungu, that is a faction on its own. It's another PF there. Then there is now Given Luvinda, who somehow has managed to unite with Nakachinda, but they have united not because Nakachinda believes in Given Luvinda, no. It is about, you know, enemies of enemies coming together. Okay? Enemies of enemies coming together. And who are these enemies? Given Luvinda is scared by the faction of Sean Tembo, who have given support this time around. They have gone to Munduvire. They have been overtaken by events and everything, and they have realized they better go with Munduvire. Before Sean Tembo na Chris Zuma Nzimba, they didn't want Brian Munduvire. They didn't want Brian Munduvire. But things have forced them, you know, to clad around the Given Brian Munduvire. Then, you know, then from there, we have now even the Tonse now. You know, PF, it is broken down. Then kuna PF yakwa Chavinga. We all know about Chavinga there. Yeah? So, you have the PF of Makebi Zulu and Esther Lungu. Then you have the PF of Given Luvinda and Nakachinda. Then you have the PF of Chavinga. Then now you come to Tonse. Tonse, there is a Tonse of Sean Tembo. Sean Tembo and and Chris Zuma Nzimba. Okay? Then you have a Tonse of Ntuanikani. Who is this one? Peter Chanda. The purpose vehicle na yoku. Purpose vehicle na yoku. Kailiwa tonse, they agreed that they will be using a National Congress Party as a purpose vehicle. But purpose vehicle na yoku. Then, kulina imbino ba purpose vehicle, shireko FDD. Namwana ma division ya lipwapa. Pali confusion mtuandi. Pali confusion. First, here ku South Africa. Okay? Here ku South Africa. Then, given Lubinga na Nakachinda. Then, if you like, you can say Mundubile. Then, you have Sean Tembo with the Tonsoku. Then, you have again, you know, the PF themselves claiming to say, no, Tonse is still with us. Then purpose vehicle gone this way. And looking for another purpose vehicle, FDD. Very confusing. Starting South Africa, you know, you see, South Africa, first yata mpira na vile nkena Makebizulu wanting to be there, what. Then kwa isa iso yule mfiko kwa Mudoro. Mudoro isa kusha secretariat. Once, you know, the former SG, the current SG, they were going to South Africa. And they have been accusing each other of money being paid by Mudoro, Shan. And it was confirmed when Davis Mwila came out and said, no, he's not supporting Munduwire now. He has gone Katushinga. I don't know if Ngawadi Mulumbura Mudoro. But anyway, then, so, Ilia Vena Mudoro, they are trying to do in some shoko, but Esther na Makebi, what they are trying to do in some shit. But confusion. There is confusion, bad kind. There is confusion. All this confusion is all because of Vaed Galungu. All this confusion, it's all because of Vaed Galungu. Because if Vaed Galungu was not selfish, Vaed Galungu would have sorted out this nicely. Would have sorted out this nicely before he died. But because of his selfishness, he has left PF destroyed. He has left PF destroyed. There is no PF. There is no PF. There is no PF. PF is dead. There is no PF. It is dead. And even now to say ukolonga ni kama members, it's very difficult. Very difficult because kuliama members abaleo ku balekonka ntwanikane balekonka wa Esther Lungu ko na Makebizulu wabo kulia balekonka uko kuli Mudoro where Mudoro has got money, they are going kuli Mudoro kulia baleya kuli tulina Kachinda tulina Given Lubinga tulina Brian Munduwire. Yeah. And with all this confusion, you say, haka inde ichile Malaya. With all this confusion, you say, haka inde ichile Malaya. Na ne mieva imuko bati. Haka inde ichile is bouncing back. There is no opposition. And I saw some young chap who was saying, no, Zambia, we always don't know who the president is going to be. They have never been a powerful president. And he ran through. I'm talking about some of the contents that you sent me. He ran through to say, you know, Chiluba was not the best among the people that brought the movement. But I would actually even go back, Kuliba Kaunda. Even Kuliba Kaunda, Wakaunda was not the favorite to become president. No, he wasn't. He wasn't the big politician, the big happening at that time. The big happening at that time, it was Harry Nkumbula. He was the man who was happening. ANC was the party that started the revolution, you know, for independence. Harry Nkumbula was there before Wakaunda came in. Harry Nkumbula, ANC was a strong party. UNIP was formed later. UNIP was formed later. But ANC was there. Kaunda was not the biggest guy. There were other guys who were bigger than Kaunda. So anyway, Kaunda became president. Then Kuli Bachiruba. Yes, Bachiruba was not the biggest guy. He was not the biggest guy. He was the guy that was picked. And then you can go on. But now, the difference, then you can talk of, this guy spoke about Mwanawasa. Then he spoke about Rupiah Banda. He spoke about Rupiah Banda. Now, here is the difference. The difference is that if you go in 1962, 63, the opposition, that were those people who were fighting for independence, they were united. Their structures were formidable. They were united. They were strong. You can't compare the unit that was there in 1962 going to 1963. You can't compare that. They were stronger. The voices were there. You know, then if you come in 1991, yeah, Chiluba didn't need money. He didn't need money because there was a revolution. There was a revolution. People were united. They wanted multipartyism. They wanted multipartyism. You can't compare what we had in 1991 to what we are having now. You can't compare that. You can't. Then when you talk about Mwanawasa, you can't compare Mwanawasa to what is currently happening. MMD was in power. Chiluba was going out. Mwanawasa was supported by the incumbent who was going out. And the MMD was still in power. So you can't compare that to say, no, I mean, usually we don't know the leader who is going to come. So even this time around, you know, a leader will emerge to come and beat Hakainde Hichilema. 30 It can't happen. Then, so, you can't compare that. Mwanawasa, the way Mwanawasa came in, you can't compare. Mwanawasa was supported by the incumbent, by the ruling party. That's how he won the elections. Then when you talk about RB again, I mean, yes, he was called from retirement after helping Mwanawasa in 2006. He was brought in by Mwanawasa. But when he came and stood after Mwanawasa died, MMD was still in power. MMD was still in power. He was the acting president. RB was the acting president until he lost power in 2011. 2011, SATA was strong. The opposition was strong. Remember, SATA did not just conquer MMD alone. He conquered MMD together with Hakainde Hichilema. Why do I say that? Because Hakainde Hichilema divided the votes. He took a chunk of some votes, which made, you know, which gave advantage to SATA. There were two strong oppositions, UPND and PF. And these two oppositions, they were against the ruling party, MMD. And that is how SATA won the elections. It wasn't an easy one. It wasn't an easy one. And you can't compare that to the fragmented opposition that we have today. You can't compare that. You can't compare that. Then, some of you have been talking about, no, what is this guy? I have never done about confusion. Lungu was not known. Lungu was an underdog. Lungu did not have money. I mean, you can't compare the situation of Lungu to the current situation. Lungu, as much as he was an underdog, PF was in power. PF was in power. And the unity that came to be between Lungu and Guy Scott just messed it up for UPND. Otherwise, if Guy Scott and Edgar Lungu, they had not reconciled, it was going to be difficult. It was going to be difficult. Look at the votes. Look at the votes. Very small margin that Lungu won. Is it 35,000 votes? Very small margin. Imagine if Guy Scott had not reconciled with Edgar Lungu. PF would have gone. But the issue is, Lungu won the election not because he was a good politician or he did what. No. It was because PF was in power. That's why they won. PF was in power. That's how Edgar Lungu became president. Then, you know, come 2016. 2016, Edgar Lungu was in power again. He was in power. And he had a powerful tool of, you know, 1KZ and Chilufa Tayari. Don't forget. Don't forget. KZ and Chilufa Tayari. You know, you people, you always want to dismiss me. Some of you want to dismiss me, but I'm telling you, I've played a very big role in the elections, especially the elections. I played a role. In 2011, I played a role. In 2015, I played a role. In 2016, I played a role, a very significant role. Of course, it's not all heroes who have their names written down. But I tell you what I did, what I contributed in 2015 when Edgar Lungu won by 35,000 votes. I'm telling you, it was significant. What I did in 2016 was significant. What I did in 2021 when Hakainde Hichilema won was significant. And even this time around, what I'm doing is significant. I'm telling you, what I'm doing is significant. It's significant. It's significant in them ever. Alama elections Hakainde Hichilema. Ala winner. And I'm targeting 90%. 90%. 90%. 90%. 90%. Hakainde Hichilema winner Kalama elections. He has won my elections. He has won. We just want him to go through resoundingly. That's all. That's all we want. That's all we want. But what the point I was trying to tell you is that there is no way with what is currently happening. There is no way with what is currently happening. There is no way Hakainde Hichilema would lose an election. There is no way. How? There is no way. There is just no way Hakainde Hichilema would lose an election. He can't win an election. He can't lose an election. He can't lose an election. Let me correct that. He can't lose. Hakainde Hichilema can't lose an election. Nangu federal nefi aikala fe mu state house. Until next year, Hakainde Hichilema cannot lose an election. He can't. He doesn't even need to campaign. He doesn't even need to campaign. He doesn't. Why? Because there is no formidable group that can form government. There is no way. Tapali, you know, Ababa is such no independent. You can even see the confusion that has come in. Everyone wants to become president. All of a sudden, everyone wants to become a president. And you think like that, Hakainde Hichilema can lose. An incumbent can lose. Small people, small babies, kindergarten children are coming up. Nawanani kane nawasangwa. Tawaishwana budget. Tawaishwana budget yaku. If you want to campaign as president, he doesn't know. Him is looking at no. If 1 million Zambians give me 100 kwacha, then I'll be president. How much is that? You think you can become a president by 10 million? You think you can become a president with 10 million? Basangwa, I hate him. I mean, that man, I'm telling you, I want to learn about politics. I want them about politics. They have now. And them about politics. They have now. Politics. They have now. Mwila mwana kwati chali anguka. I don't know why we have tend to trivialize, to simplify presidency. Eh? We are looking at presidents kwa chali anguka sana. Kwa isa mbana nechaba iche. Nechaba iche. Nechaba iche. Ati akana makamu wa iche takano na. Na wana bingo, na wana vemana, na wana wale yumfona wana palewa yu binwe. Ba bingo, na wale yumfwa. Na kangombe wavo. They can become president. Epo mulai wataka inde ichile makuchawa. Kwa isa na wawa mayo wa ishiria. Ala mulesa wa ila Mzambia. And just that shows me how infantile many people are politically. How infantile. They are infants politically. They are infants. They are toddlers politically. Because if you cannot realize the power that is in the presidency, if you cannot realize the difficulty that is there for you to take over power, it simply means you are not fit to be president. It simply means you are already a loser. If you can't tell that, if you can't realize the power that is in that office, if you can't realize how difficult it is to ascend to that office, go around, take your time. Look around people who have become presidency democratically. You think it is easy? You think it is easy? It is not easy to become president. Even to keep power is not easy. Ngata uchenjele, you can go in and quickly come out. Like what is happening, like what happened in Malawi. What happened in Malawi? What happened in Malawi is simply because the man ascended into power, but he became relaxed. He became relaxed. And that's how he went. But look at president, look around Yama countries up sana. Look at how people struggled to become presidents. They didn't go to parliament 110 and they come out and they say, no, I want to become president. Just because yesterday you were a mayor and you become a member of parliament, and now you think you can garner 2 million votes. Because votes. Don't just think to say, because Mulimurusaka, you look around, no, people are complaining. You need to look at the complex of canvassing votes throughout the country. Canvassing votes throughout the country. Canvassing votes in rural areas, deep rural areas, where you have never been. Where places you have never heard of. You need to canvass votes from there. For you to make 2 million votes. Because anyone who wants to become president, you must be able to bank on 2 million votes. Bank on 2 million votes to say, 2 million nin quarter. No matter what. 2 million votes. You should be able to say, 2 million nin quarter. No matter what. I've got these voters. And that means having serious command. Not command here per social media. Not command here per social media. Not command here kwa mwakuma na muwalwa. You meet at a drinking pub. Not command here kwa you call utuba ichoku. Mwaita. Fuka what. Mwakuma na 10 of you. Mwakuma na pamanda you. You start drinking tea. And you think that, no. We can do it. Trust me, that is not the way you can ascend to presidency. Don't trivialize president. Don't make it easy. Why did Hakainde Hichilema fail 5 times? Why? With a party that was established when Hakainde Hichilema took over power after Mazoka's death. UPND was already strong. UPND almost won the elections in is it 2001? when Mazoka almost won the elections. Yeah, 2001. 2001, I mean, it is actually, those elections are highly disputed that Mwanawasa won. Those elections are highly disputed that Mazoka won. They are highly disputed that Mazoka won. And surely, I mean, if you went and audit those elections, you never know what you may come up with. Because why did Chiluba, why did Mwanawasa turn against him? No, it was 2001. Why did, you know why Mwanawasa went all out against Chiluba? You know why? It is because Chiluba could not control Mwanawasa in their central committee of MMD. He could not control Mwanawasa. And when he could not control Mwanawasa, he went and started having meetings with Mazoka. That is where the enmity, where Chiluba now was finished, together with the Bantuan Khan, Fred Membe. It is a meeting, one meeting that Chiluba had with Mazoka. There at the Secretariat of UPND in what is this road? Musondangosa. In Musondangosa Road. That meeting under the mango tree, that meeting, they sat the two of them, Mazoka and Chiluba, under the mango tree on Musondangosa Road. When Mwanawasa heard that, hey, he said, this command, what does he want? That is when Mwanawasa quickly went to parliament and removed the immunity of Chiluba. And from that time, you know, Fred Membe also joined in, you know, to fix Chiluba, because Chiluba had put them in prison together with Edith Nawakwi. You know, when Nawakwi said Chiluba is a thief, you know, and it was covered, headline in the Post. From there, Fred had an issue with Chiluba. And so when Mwanawasa turned against Chiluba, Membe partnered with Mwanawasa. And the friendship was strong. And they fought to destroy Chiluba. They have destroyed Chiluba. They have shredded everything. Everything that Chiluba did, all the good things that Chiluba did, has been shredded into criminality. They finished everything. The legacy of FTJ was completely messed up. But why? The point is why? Why? It is because Chiluba went and had meetings with Mazoka. Now, why was Mwanawasa so agitated? Why? Why was Mwanawasa so agitated when he had just won the elections? Because those elections were disputed. When Chiluba was sitting with Mazoka, there was a petition in the High Court. There was a petition. And so, Mwanawasa had to make sure he had to destroy Chiluba. And unfortunately, Mazoka died. But the point I'm trying to make from there, this is how strong UPND was. So Mazoka dies. What is this? HH comes in. The way UPND was when HH took over, there is no party which is as strong as UPND when Mazoka died. There is no party. There is no party. But look how this man struggled. He struggled. He failed so many times until finally 2021, he managed to get the elections. And you think it is easy. So imwe, once we learn that no, I'm taking you back in the history of how things have been. And the good example that I give you, when HH took over, UPND was strong. And I want you to tell me which party was as strong as UPND by the time HH was taking over. Which party? There is no party that you can compare to. There is no party. There is no party. Niba nani tapali. Walolesha tapali. Ni nani tapali. PF is gone. PF is gone. PF is gone. But of course, I'm saying this is not that I want to say by UPND you should be complacent. You shouldn't be complacent. You shouldn't be complacent because in politics, again, 1 year can be very long. In politics, what matters is good money, good strategy, good people to talk. You are done. You are done. You need what you need. You need the resources. Number one, you need the resources. Number two, you need, strategies. Number three, you need people who can talk. Once you have this, you can make the mighty fall. And it doesn't matter what you have done. It doesn't matter. You could have been doing very well, like Chagwera was doing. Chagwera was not bad. He wasn't bad. But Fiadi Mwimina, that Mutharika is a veteran politician. Former president. He knew where to press. And who is the vice president? Who is the vice president in Malawi? Asa Jen. Who is Asa Jen? Asa Jen is a former Electoral Commission of Malawi chairperson. Our politics te Havana. But Mutharika, Chagwera, he was relaxed. But that man is a veteran politician. Look, even the appointments that he's making, look already how he's moving. He's a veteran politician. Techava iche. Politics te Havana. So Hakainde Hichilema, in spite of taking over a very strong political party, he struggled through to come and become president. Hakainde Hichilema, unlike most of you political parties and politicians, you don't even have money. You don't even have money because money is the biggest issue. Don't even mess around to pretend. Ama politics, money is very important. Ama politics is a big enterprise, like any mere. Ama politics is a big enterprise. Don't even mess around it. You can't even afford in Zapato, Ishamano. You can't even afford in Zapato, Shamana. I want to become president. You can't even buy a good suit for yourself at your level. I want to become president. Just because you got a loan from parliament, Washita Land Cruiser. You got a loan from parliament, Washita Land Cruiser. And you are saying you want to become a president. You need those Land Cruisers, those Land Cruiser Washita Pali, Pananikane, Imavena Binwe, Land Cruiser Washita Pamaloni. The Land Cruisers that you bought using a loan. You need those Land Cruisers, 100 of them. 100 of them, you need them. Trust me. You need those Land Cruisers, 100 of them. And we're talking about transport. You need those. It's not a joke. Even UPND. Look, I am a Mahindra. Mahindra yaishire. I'm a Hilux. Yanga. I'm a Land Cruiser. Yanga. Imwe. Uleisha motoka ya loni. Abakashimobesha.com. Eno wisowema tiyo. Nkashinguluke chalo. Imwe. Tehavana. Consult me in the mieva imwe. Inamwe political consultant. Mwina kwati. Kwangala. I know these things muntu andindafumona. Kwa. Tepa no. Hakainde Hichilema had the resources coming in. He had resources. Even before, they had resources, but they were not enough. The resources that they had, going towards 2021, You can't compare the money that they spent in 2021. You can't compare to whatever they spent before. 2021 was the most expensive campaign that UPND ran. You had lawyers. Ama lawyers won't say that. But it's full. Eh? Hakainde Hichilema was not the one who was taking money from the pockets to pay lawyers. They had people, Ama lawyers, they knew when they represent you, they knew they were going to be paid. Even me, I was represented. Including the speaker, Vaneri Muti. She was one of my lawyers. Eh, once Keith Mwemba, Shani, they were there. Eh? Ngawawo matawale wombelisha lutu, bale fola. Iwe, you can't even hire 5 lawyers, you can't. Eh? If you hire 2 lawyers, ni shuri muntu sana. In a lawyer umofi, 1 lawyer to represent you ka case edition. You are busy negotiating. No, a lawyer, narampela ko 5 pini. No, you can't. You can't. Eh? You can't kakes kamo kale kupeta. Wamo kuna try negotiate na lawyers. Eh? And you think you are near to become president. Eh? But manana we na wabalota. Because ba metake mayo at mayo abobafuma. No, I want to run as independent. As independent imoba mayo imwe. Eh? Na kesi yenu ya kusakama tekwa tiningoshe. It is very active. It is bad. Politics te ava na imwe. I'm belabored in telling you all this because I want you to understand that it is not easy to become president. It is not. Go to Kenya. William Ruto. Look at William Ruto. How long has he been in politics? How long? You say, no, Tayari, why do you always in the shoes of others? Why are you always behind? In politics, just like anywhere else, sometimes you need to mop up the floor or for others to pass. You need to kiss many behinds of people for you to reach there. If you want power, go near those who have it. Because they are the ones who are going to give you power. People who don't have power cannot give you power. People power. Ilande muna kuna nikane ku Uganda. Eh? Na muna ule mtu anikane. Bobby Wine ali busy. People power. Ale mtu kama street. Ndero lesha. People power. Ndara. People power. Ala mwe timu politics te havana. People power. Yes, uyumbele ndapani Malema. Look at Malema. Malema mwalimu chindika. Malema. They are even discussing him. White House. They are even discussing him. And Malema has not started today. Malema has grown in politics. Malema is a child of politics. He was born in politics, Malema. I am kushama politics. Uliamwana wama politics. He doesn't know his father. The mother was poor. And Malema was growing among, the political freedom fighters. Eva mkushishe. And not at small people. Winnie Mandela. She was a powerful woman, but this is the woman that brought up Malema. But look, where is Malema today? In South Africa. What is his percentage? He's in parliament, but what is his percentage? Eh? Look at Malema. Look at Malema. Malema even has resources. Malema has people who fund him big time. Malema has big funding. Malema. Which funding do you have? Eh? Which funding do you have? nga mwafula ku parliament nga mwafula tunanikele tuma allowance mwafula ka 25 pin elo mwakolonga nikaba ichi iwe chabota isakuno here is ka 1 pin iwe shan come whatever, and you think you can win power like that? You think you can win power? No tuma allowance for parliament. Yali kaba ama politics. Ama politics yali kaba. Ama money sources yafile abapo. And you young people, I always talk to young people because I know how dangerous politics can be. Ama politics are very dangerous. You know, you can be excited, but I'm telling you, unless you really have nothing to lose, then you should focus on politics. If I want politics, Mungu ufikishe. Unless you have nothing to lose, or you have too much that you cannot lose. These are the two things, two extremes. In politics, unless you have nothing to lose, or you have too much to lose. You have too much that you can't lose. What you have is too much. Unless you have nothing to lose, yes, come out, make the noise on social media, fight with people. You have nothing to lose. Make yourself like you have nothing to lose. Or you have got too much that no matter what happens, it cannot be taken away. It cannot be taken away. And most likely, I'm talking about where you have investments outside the country. Serious investments outside the country. Serious connections outside the country. Not where you have companies within the country. Within the country. For example, Abena Din Mungomba. Abena Ntwani Kane. Bakavindere is a good example. Bakavindere is still alive. Talk to Bakavindere. Bakavindere will tell you. Bakavindere was a big businessman. Big businessman, Bakavindere. He dared Wakaunda. Of course, using his money, he even once became vice president. But that is how far he could go. That's how far he could go. Bakavindere was a rich man, big man. Bakavindere, not Chukwangala. Where is he today? Where is he today? Recently, no mwana. Pari family abanyina. Ulenga Chukwangala. Ama politics te yakupene nako. Ama politics yala sampuisha. Ama politics. Yala sampuisha. These were big people. But they went in without a strategy. They didn't calculate well. And where did it leave them? Babiwai died a poor man. Babiwai died a poor man. There are a number of people that politics has claimed. Abantu barifwa. Muna noma politics. Nkumbula likui. Ntwani kane. Not Christian Tembo. Paul Tembo. Alikui. Uliomwa na waka unda alikui. Ama politics. Te havana yo. Te havana. Yalikava. So you should be ready. Ngawangira ma politics. You should be ready to lose everything, including your life. You should be ready. Ulemona tindanga leno kisha isakuno. You are a coward, you are a coward. Oh, lemona chikwangala. Te kwangala muntu wandi. Nicho na disho politics chefo yaba na lishiba. Namo na chapana chepa. Apana chepa. Kambutu keko na butuka. Iwe. Can you even afford a ticket? Can you even afford a ticket? Tamule muna bambya wale butuka wale isanga mumpanga. Bambo kwa wakasese manomba mumpanga. Haka inde ichirema. Bantu bezo pepera. Haka inde ichirema mumpanga lese sema. Umuntu ali kerefe wino ali ni member of parliament. Ali kwete tuma business shani. At the end of the day, ambo kula sesema mumpanga. No calculator wino. No calculator wino. Ali ni member of parliament. Wino. Ali kere. Chanchani. Nama nakashifo. Because he was comfortable. But I say tire in calculations. I tire. I sanga mumpanga. You have to be ready to lose everything. I'm here. I've lost everything. I've lost everything. I have a beautiful wife who is not with me. I have children who are not with me. I had a life. I had a life. But look where I am. At least for me, then work on a cup of coffee. Then work on a cup of coffee. At least for me. At least for me. And it takes calculations. It takes calculations. It takes you wongo. It takes you wongo to come out of your country and come and live like. It takes you wongo. Ngata ule wonza we no wongo. You cannot. So mweva iche. I'm telling you, these elections are coming. Be very careful with who you go with. Be very careful, because if you're not careful, at the end of the day, you will find yourself outside. You will find yourself in big problems. When muntu wa started graduate school, wanku join ati, Katuishi, chairman, what chan, socialist party. Anyway, for how long, where are you going to get a job? You are just a graduate. You are just a graduate. You have just graduated. Next thing, you are finding yourself, you are positioning yourself, I'm the chairman for Shan. Wabana busy. Ukulandikisha. At the end of the day, you find yourself mujere. You find yourself mujere. You look at mujere. Where are you going to look for a job? Because on your CV, pakaba jere. Degree ni chakuti. But experience jere. Who is going to give you a job? Who is going to give you a job? So young people, I am begging you, I'm telling you this. Me, I've experienced this. Be very careful with the people that you associate with. Baiche, be very careful. Be very careful. Kukose mbafu. Don't, Shan, but being one, I saw, and I saw these young people, Shan, some of these young people, not Tuma graduates, Ukawomba kuisa iwe. Where are you going to work? Where are you going to work? You haven't even started a future. You don't have a future. Na kukoti mwile, niba binwe, babikiremo 200 kwacha, pokot mise kukoti. Mwafuma kukoti, you can't even have a 500 kwacha. You can't even take anything at home. Ulilofua. And because you are frustrated, no, I can't get a job, And you think that politics is an easy way, is a shortcut way. You come per social media, you start making, you are just digging your own grave. You are just digging your own grave. You are better off supporting the party that is in power. You are better off supporting a party that is in power. You are better off being frustrated, supporting the party that is in power. Ama politics te lupwa. Ama politics te mutundwa tiyo, because no. Trust me, young people. Allow yourself to mature. Time inesa mkufika, so don't force things. Don't be excited. No, Shan, don't be excited. Some of these people, they are just ruining your lives. You struggled to get educated, to grow up to where you are. Don't lose it. Don't, because, no, you are frustrated now. UPND, because you don't have a job. So you now start coming on social media, UPND. You think you'll get a job like that? You think you'll get a job like that? You think you'll get a job like that? You think you'll get a job by insulting Aka in the Ichinim? I've stayed for 2 years. I've never worked. Just be patient. Just be patient. Don't come and express your frustration on social media. These days, when people are employing, they check what you write on social media, what you post on social media. Be very careful. Yes, you can be critical, but be very careful. You ukaisango lesesema mumpanga, ukaisango lesesema mumpanga, o ukaisanga mujele. You find yourself in jail. I'm a politics everywhere. Even in America, it happens like that. So be careful, young people, as we are going towards elections. Mind the people that you are following. Where are they going to take you? Where are they going to take you? Apapa PF, no, we should go on the streets. Mao Sampa, pena Mao Sampa. Mao Sampa is the one that went and that sold PF in the first place. And no, now we will go to the streets if they don't give us PF. Who is going to give you PF when you are the ones that gave it out? PF was not taken by anyone. You gave it away. No one took PF. You gave it away. And right now you are cutting PF in 2 pieces. You yourselves, no one is destroying PF. These confusions which are there, are they orchestrated by anybody? Are they instigated by Hakainde Hichilema? These confusions that you have, look at the confusions that are there. Look at Given Lubinda. Little Given Lubinda goes and takes, who is this one? Chris Zumanzimba to police. Who told the Given Lubinda to report Chris Zumanzimba? Who did that? If my Zumani Ikata, are you going to say Hakainde Hichilema? Because this is possible. And you have seen how Wakapokola also get excited. Yesterday, Wakapokola, they get excited with some of these cases that are in the opposition. Look at the wrong statement that Wakapokola have released on Chris Zumanzimba. Look, when Maria Zaromesi was involved in that murder case, Wakapokola, they didn't release that long statement. They didn't. But Pari Chris Zumanzimba, long statement. You see, excitement. You won't see a long statement on Maria Zaromes. You won't. And by the way, somebody sent me a text message saying that there is a person that has been jailed, a couple that has been jailed in Kafue for manslaughter. The facts are that these people at a drinking place, this couple, they confronted this man. I think the husband confronted this man who is suspected to have been going out with the wife. Okay? And they started fighting. This man was beaten. And later on, the man died. And they were charged with murder. And but at judgment, the judge said there was no intent. And he reduced the case to manslaughter. And they were sent to jail for 3 years. Now, somebody was asking me to say, comment on this to make a difference with the issue of Enoch. I've explained the facts. The facts are that with these, 3 people are involved. The deceased and the couple. A couple. Now, the facts are that the couple, they entered into a fight with this man. Okay? Probably the man beat up the deceased. Okay, because he was suspecting that the deceased was going out with the wife. And as a result of that fight, this man later on died. They were charged with murder, but the case was reduced to manslaughter and jailed for 3 years. What is the difference with the Maria Zaromes' case? The difference is that, you see, these people, it was a fight. Okay? Somebody suspecting, no, you are going out with my wife. And they start fighting. Okay? And, as a result, this other person was beaten and later on he died. So this is a heat of a moment. They are fighting. Okay? They are fighting. This man is accusing, you are going out with my wife. Blah, 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 and the person dies. There is no intent. This man did not intend to kill this person. No. It was a fight that was there. Because he suspected this person to have been going out with his wife. What is the difference with Maria Zaromes? Maria Zaromes' case, I'm still insisting that it's murder. Why? Because Maria Zaromes, this person whatever the circumstance, if you want, you can call to say this boy went to steal, or you want, whatever the situation. But the person was apprehended. The person was apprehended. When the person was apprehended, they started beating him. And then when they were beating him, asking him questions. They were torturing him. Tell us who sent you. They even moved from one place to the other. So if you look at the emotions there, they are different with the emotions of this man who is upset. You are going out with my wife. I'm going to beat you to the... You know, and this person dies. This person is overtaken by emotions. It is different with Maria Zaromesi. Maria Zaromesi, whatever the case, when a thief comes or whatever, when you apprehend the thief, you cannot argue with me to say you were heated up, you were not thinking properly. No. These people had what do you call? Had intent of inflicting bodily harm on this person. At a forethought. Anyway, so these people, they had time to think and to do the right thing, but they didn't. Fiapsana with this person who is engaged in a fight, adrenaline is flowing. Fiapsana with these people, they have apprehended a thief, whatever, if you call him a thief, or whatever situation, they have apprehended him. And then they start beating him. They start beating him. They take him this side, they take him that side. These people, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. They had all the time. They can't claim to say, no, we were overtaken by emotions. They can't claim that. They can't claim that. These people knew what they were doing. They intended. They intended to inflict pain on this person. And murder is when you kill somebody after planning to whatever. Oh, you intend to beat this person. You have the intention to beat a person. Malice remember, malice aforethought. Yes, they had malice aforethought. What was the malice aforethought? The malice aforethought was that they needed to beat this guy. They needed to beat this guy so that he gives them information. And they were even taking him around. That constitutes murder. That is a difference with this man who was upset. You know, fighting. Yeah, and as a result, this person dies. But this person, they apprehended the person. The person was subdued. And they had all the time. Whatever they were doing, it was malice aforethought. Whatever they were doing, tying him, it was malice aforethought. As they were beating him, they had all the intentions to do that. It was not the adrenaline. No. That is why I still insist that Maria Zaromesi, it's a murder case. And anyway, getting back to what I was talking about, I think I've covered that. Somebody asked me to make a comment. I've covered that. But now, getting back to what I was talking about, you see, given Lubinda, for example, because you people, you keep saying, no, Hakainde Hichilema did this, Hakainde Hichilema did this, Hakainde Hichilema did this. But many of the things that has happened, you know, they have been done as a result of the selfishness of the PF themselves. When Edgar Lungu left power, instead of you know, letting go of PF, Edgar Lungu held on to PF and collected money from people to say, no, to have a convention, but they never went for a convention. Is it Hakainde Hichilema who stopped them from going for a convention? Is it Hakainde Hichilema who asked Edgar Lungu to stay in power? On the contrary, UPND were saying, you have written a letter, why don't you let go? He didn't want to let go. Selfishness of Edgar Lungu. They collected money from people. Instead of going for a convention, they never went for a convention. Is it Edgar Lungu? Is it Hakainde Hichilema who stopped them? From there, Mao Sampa got upset, fighting with Given Lubinda, because Given Lubinda suspended him. When Given Lubinda suspended him, Mao Sampa went rogue. Apena Mao Sampa. Apena Mao Sampa. They went connived with Chavinga. They came up with that convention. They simply went to the power that be to ask them to protect them as they were doing their nonsense. And they said, go ahead, go ahead. And that is how they destroyed PF. From there, we had now two factions. The PF of Edgar Lungu and the PF of Mao Sampa. From there, va Mao Sampa va pena. Fia induka, Mao Sampa na Chavinga fia pena. Because Mao Sampa went to Edgar Lungu. Is it Hakainde Hichilema who came in there? No. Mao Sampa went to Edgar Lungu so that they can negotiate and, and get some money out of it. Edgar Lungu said, no, I can't give you money. I can't reward you for taking the party from me. Uku kusaidia uku, bamtamcha Mao Sampa. Chavinga ashara na party. Where is Hakainde Hichilema coming in? Where? Edgar Lungu afwa Makebi Zulu, I must take over. Uyo atampe mingala toshaku. Over ichitumbi. Kirikiti na nomba taturashika. Nomba iona nikane succession procession ya tampako. Kuliwa tonse kirikiti at the end of the day. Balefwa mundubi. Uku kusaiji uku no Given Lubinda. But nomba ba Given Lubinda with all these things, because it is clear Given Lubinda has lost this. It is clear because Tonse, if you must know the history of Tonse, I know about Tonse. Tonse is a brainchild of two people, Sean Tembo and Chris Zumanzimba. If you like, it is Chris Zumanzimba who is the Tonse guy. They are the ones that, these two, they are the ones that formed Tonse. To come out of, remember, what is this? The one from Uka. To come out from Uka. Because in Uka, they wanted selfishness again. They wanted Edgar Lungu to be president. Selfishness, they formed Tonse. It is all selfishness. Because of selfishness, they, Lungu, Chris Zumanzimba, Sean Tembo, they came out of Uka. Uka, which was coming out very well. But because of selfishness, they formed Tonse. And they brought Peter Chanda, to be the purpose vehicle. So now, as we are talking, Chris Zumanzimba and Sean Tembo, they are together. They had their own plans who they wanted to become president. But because of Ichitumbi and the confusion that has happened, they wanted Makebi Zulu. But because of Ichitumbi and the confusion that has happened, Makebi Zulu is out. Thanks to Chirufa Tayari, because no matter what you can say, I have moved Makebi Zulu out of this nonsense. Makebi Zulu thought he can come and, piece around, with his, whatever. No, you can't just piece around in politics like that. You can't. You need to have respect for those who have been there. You need to have respect for public lawyer. Makebi is out. He's out. So Abena Chris Zumanzimba Waloresha Chimundubile Chile pushing outside Duke. Win. That is how they have fallen on Mundubile. Meanwhile, Given Lubinda, he was busy playing Yama politics, being selfish. Being selfish, no, we can't go for the convention. No, we have to ask Chitumbi, what does the Chitumbi say about going for the convention? Where no one should campaign. You see, selfishness. That is how Chris and Sean Tembo, they have ended up now breaking away. And they are going with Munduwile. They are going with Munduwile, no doubt. They are going with Munduwile. But given Bashar, Bashar, is this what Chris Zumanzimba can do? He looks for a loophole. Instead of looking for a political loophole, what does Given Lubinda do? He goes to the police. What kind of nonsense is that? This is not about Chris Zumanzimba having had done what. No. It is just that Given Lubinda has seen that he has lost this, because he has really lost it. He's with Nakachinda, but Nakachinda, he's busy going back and forth with South Africa. Then there is Mudoro this side. But Given Lubinda, tabako etempia. Kuri Mudoro kwale pumping amwenda la machi. Even Given Lubinda na weka na Nakachinda. Given Lubinda knows that Nakachinda is not with him. They are just uniting for the purpose of, maintaining that PF is still there. But Given Lubinda knows that Nakachinda is not with him. Because there is no way Nakachinda would be with Given Lubinda. Given Lubinda doesn't have money. Nakachinda needs money. And money is in South Africa. So now, instead of fighting the political fight, but Given Lubinda, I have not wanted to talk about you in the negative. Because I had issues with you in Efonaba. When I have issues with people, we reconcile. I don't like to go and start talking about them. I don't like. But today or tonight, I am persuaded to talk about you because you seem to continue on this trajectory of using the police and the courts to sort out your political mess. It is not right. It is not good. That is not a good quality of a leader. You can't be rushing ku police kwat kaiche. Kwat kaiche panono fi pa ba kutoka kwa fia kalupi. Wa butuko oliviro ku police. Panono fi. What kind of a leader are you? What kind of a leader are you? I mean, your history politically is mad. You're saying Mumakoti, dragging this one. Mwapusana muntu mu parliament. Mu parliament mwapusana. I'm going to the police. I'm going to the police. I'm going to court. I'm going to court. What kind of a... So imagine if you are a leader. Imagine if you become president. What would happen? You have got such a vindictive heart, Vamdala. No, but given. No. You shouldn't be like that. You have really pissed me off this time. Because if you are president, I'm telling you, it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult. And you like insisting. And you never listen. You never just listen. When you never listen. You will never listen. People will come, shine. But nothing, you don't. You don't. You have got such a bad heart, Vamdala. Such a umutumuwa kosa. Mapangoshan Vamdala. That's why Lesa has not given you. Trust me, that's why. But Given Lubinda, you are such a good leader. Such a good leader. Look what you did in Kawata. You are such a good leader. But God has not given you that privilege. You should have been president even before Hakainde Hichilema. I'm over Given Lubinda. You should have been president even before Hakainde Hichilema. But because of the way your heart is, no, Vamdala, no. This is very disappointing. This is very disappointing. What comes in you? That each time you have a political difference, mwabutukila kukoti, mwabutukila kunanikane kukapokola. No, Vamdala na imwe. No, you can't be a leader like that. You can't be. Because you're going to jail everyone. You're going to jail everyone. Even Hakainde Hichilema. He was difficult before. But until I think he was listening to people to say, no, some of you have been saying, but no, he forgave you. Yeah. It is because he was listening to people. And he realized to say, no, I'm a politics. You need to let go some of these things. I'm not in exile because of Hakainde Hichilema. I keep telling you this. I'm not in exile because of Hakainde Hichilema. I'm here because of our politics. Because of our politics. I've got no case with Hakainde Hichilema. I've got no case. I've got no case with Hakainde Hichilema. Because the cases that we had, we reconciled. And that is somehow, that's how Hakainde Hichilema has been blessed to be a leader there. Unless you possess that heart of, forgiving. You can't be a leader and you are every day following people. Ukakakavanga. How many people are you going to jail? How many people are you going to extort money from? out of politics. Bamdala imitakwava. No. No. I'm very disappointed. Because you have been doing this. Vengi Bamdala, why are you like that? Mukoso mutima. Muvike ponakaso. Can you become a president? Mwakoso mutima. Mwavika ponakaso. Could Given Lubinda, you don't get money from Given Lubinda. I remember being that man. I was very close to him. Shan. I don't remember him. Okufungurura akalupia. Akarondolo kafya chakupela akalupia. We nika 1 pin, 2 pin. Given Lubinda gakupela 3 pin. Nishudi muntu sana yu. Nishudi muntu. Given Lubinda. Likosa ndala waka wuko. But you president muntu andi. Ufila fungulula. Ngata ukwete kufuaya. Ngata ukwete. Kwikala kwa tinitayari. Don't bother people. Don't waste people's time. If you want to become president, you must be able to feed people. You must be able to feed people. Even you people who are contesting in the next elections, if you are not feeding people right now, don't expect votes. I'm a politics school ya. You should be feeding people right now. You want to contest as member of parliament. By now, ufile wako utuma chairman utulipo. Depending on how big your constituency is, ufile wako ata. By now, if you are contesting an election and you are not feeding 20 people, forget it. Forget it. Don't say, no, Shanshani. By the way, I wanted to talk about books. Yama books ndemona. Padi Makitu. But you know, Makitu nalimuchindiko mwa ishewe. Nalimuchindika. So, I will not comment. But ila issue ama book ilia, that issue of books, that issue is very wrong. That issue of making ama books, exercise books to be donating to children going to school, that is very wrong. And let me just come out on that one, because it's not only Makitu, by the way. There are other people who have been doing this. It is wrong to be dragging our children into politics. It is very wrong. It is very wrong to be dragging our children into politics. Let's keep our children out of politics. If you are going to make books for donation, nama picture yobo poe. Where do you think that child is going to use that book? You think that child will go and use those books at a government school? Or at a school, even a private school? Does that make sense to you? Does it make sense that a child is going to write maths in a book where you have put your picture there and whatever, and giving it to a teacher to mark? Teachers, yes, they may be apolitical, but they are human beings. What if they don't like you? What if they don't like you? Politics is divisive. Politics brings, emotions. It steers emotions. There are people that may not like you. They may not like to see you, even to look at you. Politics are pata. Even me, there are people that hate me that cannot even dare to look at me. They can't. They don't want to look at me. I don't know I print my books. I don't know school. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That move is very wrong. And I heard that Debs had condemned that. You should condemn it. Minister of Education, can you be strong on this? Minister of Education, can you be firm on this? Let not our children be dragged into politics. Let's do our politics. You can print a t-shirt. Don't even print t-shirt for children. Don't. Print t-shirts. Let the people who can make a decision, who can argue it out. Not children. Not children. So that is very wrong. That is very wrong. And I mean, I would say a lot about, but you know, I will not. I will not. I will not. There are perfect more, you know, because seriously, yes, it's good to participate in politics. It's good. Young people should come. I'm not discouraging young people to be in politics. But you know, don't just jump in. Don't just jump in. And, you know, consult. Consult, talk to people. So that what you are doing, honorable. Who calls himself doctor before Taura Pusha your education? Who does that? Who does that? Who calls himself, you know, ulipa unza, waingira Taura, walichita apply, unapokuchita apply, You want to apply to become a doctor. And already you start putting doctor, chakuti. I mean, that's arrogance. That's already arrogance. It puts off people. It puts off people. Who does that? You are applying. I want to go to UNZA so that I can become a doctor. And watchinja no kuchinja. Paraswa saina. Doctor chirufe tayari. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Seriousness, come on. You put off people. You can be a nice guy, whatever. But seriousness, ngakachiramu. Fumota vimfuika wino. Fumota vimfuika wino. Wayapanga chinankane. Challenge. Very good. Nice. Very good. Very good. But what is the brand? Is that because, let me tell you, people will love you for your heart. People will love you for your heart. And what you do for your heart, you don't have to politicize it. The moment you politicize it, it becomes business. It puts off people. It puts off people. If you want to do good, do good. Let people see you. Oh, you are doing good. Oh, you are doing good. Of course, we are politicians, so you must find a way of selling it. Find a way of campaigning. Not like that. You are panga chinankane. Waangu panga mabuku. Ulepela wana. You think who is going to love you for that? Who is going to appreciate you? Who is going to appreciate you? Go buy my books. No more books. No more books. Buy. Jordan Katembula. I like the donations that Jordan Katembula did. He went, I think he was donating something. He went and just donated. You know? Yeah. You don't have to label, just donate. And let people take pictures. That's it. People, they will see, oh, he was doing this, he was doing that, he was doing that. Not in Momo Amkubika, a picture. Oh, you are losing it. You are losing it. You are losing it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to come out like that. But you know, some of these things, because others are copying. Simon was praising it. And that's why I'm talking about it publicly. Because I've seen people encouraging it. And me, as a public lawyer, I'm telling you, don't drag our children into politics. Those books that you are making, that you want to donate to children, donate them to your children. Don't give to other people's children. Don't give to other people's children. Give them to your children to be playing at home, not to be taken to school. Because when they take to school, they are going to, you know, get entangled in the emotions and the divisive nature of politics. Children should not be dragged in politics. That is my position as public lawyer. Minister of Education, please make sure that this nonsense doesn't continue. It should stop. And those of you young people who want to come and do politics, consult. I'm not saying come and consult me. But, you know, there are people who have been there. You know, there are people who have been there. Talk to them. Don't be too arrogant. Don't think you know. You will repulse people. You will repulse people. Look at me. I mean, some of you, I like you, but look, how am I talking? How am I talking already? I'm put off. I'm put off. Instead of me coming here and supporting you, but here I am. I'm speaking against you. Why? Why? Because you're doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong. I mean, it's not that I've got anything. I mean, some of you, I would want to support you. I would really want to support you. But when you're doing it wrong, I mean, it would not be fair for me to support what is wrong. Those campaign material, please, remove the children from your campaign materials. Do it for elders, not for children. It is very wrong. Anyway, given Ruvinda Wamdala, Filamule Chita, one day, lesaka michita kantu. But given Ruvinda, one day, lesaka michita kantu, mukaisanga mujere. Because you are so hell-bent to take people to jail. You are so hell-bent. You really want to take people to jail. You want to take people to jail. Twala moku pepana imukwati, muka yeko kujere na imwe. So that muka kwate kontwa nikani. Eh? I mean, even if people wrong you, the first thing that you should think is not always to punish them. It's not always to punish them. No. That is not, I mean, it shouldn't be like that. Especially when you are a public figure. And the more I'm there given, kale mwatampa, kale mwa politics. Eh? You should do better than me. But I'm more tolerant than you. People insult me. People say what? People what they say. You know, you don't see me getting into a confrontation with them. You don't see me dragging people kuma police. No, you people who should be teaching us how to be tolerant, how to accept people. You are the ones who are behaving like kids. Go and arrest him. Go and arrest him. What nonsense is that? How about given just dismiss it. Don't even be wasting time. Statements. We are investigating fish. Investigating fish. This man has just been beaten. He has been beaten by Munduwiri. Instead of coming up with a plan, how am I going to, outmaneuver this Brian Munduwiri? Brian Munduwiri, it's not that Sean Tembo and Chris Jumanzimba wanted Brian. They didn't want Brian. But because of the circumstances, now I'm on a japa, ni Brian. No member given Ruvinda. Instead of coming up with something, you go and start crying. Anyway. Kachmanika emergency akapa tualande fingi but should I open phone lines? Akatuisrefe so that mulandeko naino. Mulandeko. Dimbikutumwa mwalanda ko fimbi pana nikane pama buku ya de but yala mabuku ya ni wrong movie ya mtu. Ni wrong move. That's a very wrong move. That's a very wrong move. Kuba unscrupulous kulianomba. Kachinga unscrupulous ndani unscrupulous David Divan. Yeah, so you can call me. Where is the phone? Oh, here it is. I hope it is on. Yeah, it is. Kuti mwatu mana imo mwalandako. Natulanda sana ifintu fingi. I've touched on many issues. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, before I talk, I want you to give me chance so that I can talk. I want to clear on the part where you said that Edgar Lungu was selfish to hold on to the party. So, Mr. Tayari, Balungu did well to hold it on the party because there are some hijackers that you even know yourself, you are pretending like you don't know what is happening right now. But Edgar Lungu, he was the president of PF. He died as a presidency of PF leader. He did not hand over to anyone. The same amount we are talking about, whatever he did, we don't care. He did it for good reasons. Okay? Yourself, Mr. Tayari, you know there were some letters that I published, which was talking about the President Hakainde Hichilema that is trying to destabilize leadership of PF government. And those letters, they said they were fake, and I was sent to prison. So if those letters were fake, how come the same current president is seeing what Chavinga is doing? How come? Excuse me, let me finish. I want to talk.
My sister, yes, you want to
No,
talk?
because you are deceiving the people.
Okay, wait. Let's have a dialogue. A dialogue really brings out issues. First of all, you are saying that Hakainde Hichilema, there were letters he wanted to destabilize PF. Now, the question that I ask you, why did Mao Sampa come up with that convention? Why?
Listen to me. I've told you that we don't care whatever Mao Sampa did, but we cannot blame him. Okay?
Okay, why? At least, okay, you cannot blame him, but tell us, why did Mao Sampa stage a convention? Why?
He did well, because now we have known that after he came up with that idea, and by UPND, they were really supporting him.
Why did he do that? Why did Mao Sampa do that? Is it Hakainde?
No, Mao Sampa, don't even blame him. We don't care whatever happens. I'm still answering you.
Maybe let me turn it this way. Is it Hakainde Hichilema who sent Mao Sampa to stage a convention?
Don't ask me that, but use your wisdom. Okay, no, use your wisdom.
No, my sister. Just answer me properly. Is it Hakainde Hichilema who sent Mao Sampa to come up with that convention? Is it?
Listen, Watari, please, give me a chance. Let me explain on that point. Because you didn't even give me a chance for me to explain. I've told you, give me a chance so that you can get my point.
No, because also what you are bringing in, I mean, you are talking about letters for which you were sent to jail. And you want me to continue on that trajectory, honestly?
No, I'm explaining to you. I'm saying if these people, they are not promoting, they are not promoting what this confusion. What about Cornelius Mweta? What did he tell the nation?
Cornelius Mweta is a politician. He can say whatever he wants. Me, I deal with facts.
No.
Me, I deal with facts. I deal with facts. Mona,
no,
Precious.
Listen.
Precious, my dear, Precious. I deal with facts.
I'm hearing you.
Me, I deal with facts. And the fact, as far as I'm concerned, is that by Edgar Lungu, when he lost power, he was supposed to resign. He didn't resign.
Okay, who was gassing? Why are they failing to arrest him? The people was gassing. Why? Have you forgotten that I was sent to prison for accusing them that they are the one who was gassing?
Okay, my sister, let me, please, let's talk on the other side. Hello? Hello?
Watari Mulishani.
Wina femkwa.
Neho mkukamuka kulwapula.
Yes, wa mkukamuka London.
Ifyo mulelanda fitunturu. Ama politics kulia teku ituntumba fye tapari ofu okwete. Ati nebona leko.
Imwe.
Elo, iwe tayari walikwata mano nomba fyeniti charo chava. Inenda kupapatira kono kupapatira kubati we muntu akwira wera because takuni muntu inga kunyaka inde Hichilema. We muntu kwete nsala mwaya kumana pamanda iwu. Gecho watiraranda atine wo president. Ababa mdala ababa kumpolokoso abamuntumire bamuntumire zekawati uyu rubinda kakwe crowd
ikati
baeti kalungu mwe wabolale muchibote ni grace bakwete pye nechalo pochire umpa tayari we wachira kumpwe chalo lwapula yonse akainde nakula ma hospital nakula ama police post imisebo baleseba abatakalioko baleya ama politics batayari mwe wopo na mitasha muna yasenda tijati bale yasenda kwangalaba umuntu walaba president takole tetuishira abantu injinga ishiri 50
injinga fye injinga
Allah
injinga
wamwana myoto kaete taresta
iwe injinga ama Honda yali yanga
ete chingashite myotoka ama Mahindra aresta ama Mahindra 500 abafishi bakwete aba
kwangala
semirandu n'abakwata bolepo kuba entungurushi ira semirandu kuzayigo bantu bakupera contract yakwe bakipanga omusebo panga kye patuleko kubagateeka Omuntu watula okuteeka ekibala kya nkoko ati n'aba president abantu bakwale namugambya namo yaali kulera ndekyamaano in the UPNC and I'm contesting for the UPNC ticket now kwata amaano ndepapasi nakono kupapasi.
All the best. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Havenzu calling you from Chisamba.
Please go ahead, Mr. Avenzu.
Yeah, you are a prophet. You are a prophet.
I'll open a church, I think.
Yeah.
There's more money there. There's more money. There are even free.
There is more money there.
There are even free Hilux. So, kwisa kutula bechi Hilux.
Yes.
Kwisa kutula bechi Hilux. It doesn't matter chakuzentara chakwisa. Kwisa kutula bechi Hilux.
Exactly.
It's better there. I'm going to form a church. Anyway, go ahead.
Exactly. Truly, you must be ready to lose the little that you have. And if you have enough, it must be everything. Otherwise, politics, a lot of people have died because they have lost everything they had.
Yes.
So if you take a statistics, you find that there are more politicians who have died as a result of losing the little they had. The retirees who lose the little they had because of losing hope, they end up dying. This is how it is in politics. HH is a giant.
He is.
If you look at how he was raising from 2006, 08, 2011, 2015, 16, and finally 2021. Someone who is not strong should have tumbled. But each elections, you find that the momentum was raising. You look at the Land Cruisers, my helicopters.
Imagine.
Even my region.
But some of these chaps, they can't even afford a business class ticket.
Imagine.
No, my brother, let me take others. Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello, President Tayari.
Yes, sir.
Anonymous in Zanta.
Please go ahead, but you speak through the phone. Don't use don't use loudspeaker when you are talking to us. Just speak normally.
Oh, okay, what about that?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Nifuna okambapo pa nkhani ya simfuko yamene mwezi mwakambapo kumbuyo kupangono chabe. Ingani ya simfukwe ya lingana kona Black American yamene ijatai mkapela ningani zina mngamizwe ngati naikamba ingani yamene wa polisi wanatenga Black American wambanga nsimbi wamgwesa pansi wamufyanta chikufi pa mkosi ambogamba kuti no nilepera kupema mpaka uja muntu akutenga ampeleka mumanja mwa madoctors kwamba tatarita muntu madoctor kama no muntu alimwaleta ni muntu wakufa kudala. So tabwera ku issue ya uyu mnyamata anamumanga body inali kumveka kubaba enzo kama nimanga maningi nimangu tule nkone swana mu masule ni masule nkone swana mu masule ukuwa bamumenya mpaka mkwenda mwantawe uja mkamwalira so paja palibe nkani nayo chinja kuti no simada anapaya nyakuti anapaya vanamumanga so mmenya aliwo masuka anali kumanga no anali kumenya niwo mmanga so pasiyana paja kuti mummenya mubale makambira mweto mummenya anapanganya kuti no wenzenda na mchite wenzenda mumenyana chasiyana na uja kuti mumanga
George Floyd
anamume bode inamvera bode tupinya untendwa so pamene inamvera untendwa ntupi amangiwa blood sinu kuenda ero kuti wamumenya result ni chani bamumanga blood sienda na kumumenya result ni cha ni kupaya
zikomo kwambiri mwakambabu ino maningi
zikomo
mwapasa example ya bwino maningi George Floyd mwakambabu ino maningi andi na bevi bakapokola pati benzo kamba tiyai kairi enzo shusha senzo funa kumugwira watu but koti nakana George Floyd no zikomo kwambiri
yes
no thank you very much. That's a good example. That's a very good example. Yeah, that's a very good example. That's why, you know, I mean, by the fact that we are supporting UPND, it doesn't mean that we should accept even wrong things. And when we support Hakainde Hichilema, we are not saying that he's perfect. No. We are not saying UPND is perfect. They have got their own weaknesses. But it is for us to point out those weaknesses so that they are even better. The problem that we have is that when we are supporting a candidate or we are supporting a party, everything is okay. No. We need to realize that even Hakainde Hichilema or those who are working, because, okay, this one I'm not putting on Hakainde Hichilema because it's not Hakainde Hichilema. But those who are involved, it's not that we shouldn't condemn what is wrong. We should be able to condemn what is wrong. We shouldn't just say, no, because we are supporting UPND, everything is right. No. There are wrong things which we need to point out. And we can make UPND better. Hello? Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Please try to speak up. Oh. You know, this is the problem where some of you fail to understand me. You say, hey, Dad, where do you belong? Where do you belong? Oh, Dad is not loyal. I'm loyal to what is, to the truth. You know? To the truth, to justice. Hello?
Nasikia mwaika.
Mkwasha nani?
Wino I open.
Yes, I open.
Yeah, mwalanda mnosana pali umuche. Inyawa president inenji kala munkana. Nkana, it is a central constituency. And Kito is the center of politics in Zambia. So mwa chali kwete chance ya kuba munkana mukuilanga alange kuispendefo ngaomba kunkana kakwati abantu nomba bamubelieve ati awe kashi mukani nomba munkana fe muno muinefi. What he has done is he has realized that he has lost grip on the ground. Nde miewa muchile munkana munona ngwaisa binu nimwe tali mwapa Facebook yonse mwali monapo binu kukwatara ngwate big gathering munkane kwa ila kwa parliament zero abantu bali musula. Hello, when you look at his team where levels chaba ichi wonse abachi wale bomba wonse ali baposa.
Yep, together. Hello?
Hey, batari mwabombeni.
Mkwa mwabombeni.
Bueno. Ndefo andande kupali abo baledi aba shitumatu wa precious. Yes, that lady, she sounds very bitter. If you follow her very well, now kwata hanga, shinka, but tafok filan shinka. Edgar Lungu resigned. We all know that because he sent the letter to cabinet office kulia na ku PF secretariat. Aba keni letter kwa Edgar Lungu niba PF kubati awe se tusale umuntu umbi olomkesa stand over. We all know that. Mao sampa okweba tiese apange ili apangira ijaking ili PF ida. It is because of Edgar Lungu given Rubinda Nagachingada. Because they got money from Mao Sampa, GBM, Chimbakambwiri, Mtotokafuaya, and many more. There were 9 on total. Vice and on the first pretense, what were convention. Did they go to convention? No, they didn't. Palace Tiatawa, they were there. They saw the PF, Veka, Taveneveka, Kuri, no, you're not Mafingo, you, Okmafingo, Chavinga. Robert Chavinga, yes. It is them themselves. Mao Sampa shouldn't even be crying. Sana. I saw the post that no, we are going to demonstrate. And the police have warned them to say we will go and arrest you. Because that's totally nonsense.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Askia.
Yes. Hello?
Hello. Mishan President Tayali.
Buena, Vishan.
Bueno. Dante kopelea shiria kwa inoke. Fanya wa Tayali. Umuntu nga bamwikata nomba bamuma sana nga filafine bamumine baja wale wakwati balemuma kanshina bamuma kalapabi so lyo muntu pada bamwikete na bamukakire entambo shiri kai benatesi beshibi kansho umuntu namba nokutalala kale kumuru mwamona
Exactly.
So namba umutima ulakokola pakuture kokupema mwamona so omuntu uli anangolo twalelo shama video yaja nishikala ambilo okufuwa akwilile pene pafamu pati kulioko bamutwele kwa ile puililikila so ilili ashilile na tetu belichinja nokulichinja ni mada ene
Ni mada
then again
Go ahead.
So, tufurike tumoneko if yan kan example ide baklia pata tulefanya ifya favors hapa mwamona ka ama lozi ya straightforward takudi ifya ko ya bendeka otherwise we're on it. Then the other thing ndandeko pali wa PF 2025 yapo ifa fwe wantu taturambo kudiamu
Imagine, bebe. You know? Bebe our president baleisa bebe atumufune mwaliamo. Bafune baishiba. Mwila wafisa.
Batayari abantu ababaka sotebu. Ukuba kumanya mupika npe ule muposho omuntu era nomba pilibuka ala ino kudabona babalela ndatwale fokwa ba president aba
Nibala ni obeni mwakumenyi
Teba given yabo
ba given ba so bad
this time kulike turedia ukutatana next year ni turedia bwana
awe bafuna bale milishamo bonse mwa bale fokwimilina mufuna mule balishamo abantu ala not what let's pretend ya pat chanchanya we abantu bafune balia nanguletu mapapa phone ulela ndati awo vachite nishina wikala bwino kukira ndati vachite ulele nsala vachite taukweta maraiti vachite taukweta unga awe na imwe
imagine nabando pamuru
nabando pamuru
okay, thank you.
Okay. Hello? Awe, ma politics. Ufile wabako.
No, President Mwabomba Shan.
Wina fe, mula imini na.
Ende imini na kuchantete kuna ukwacha constituents.
Mula badisha mwabantu.
Awe yali shibikwa chantete wanu from Kitwe.
Okay. Anyway, London.
Mkwai. Anatafu okulanda pali ba PF. Ba PF echobera bachakwe bati filafine bachisire pali ba MMT kushimya MMT. Efe barefu abale munakwati na ba president efe barechita. Leka lefe panshi babikenganda yabo pamo. Nga babikenganda yabo pamo ero bakeshibo kwebokwe bati kanshi charo chirenda. Otherwise this time utatulefwaya n'okwangala tulefwaya abantu abakwete chimuna chakutwala Zambia pantanshi. So ifo fyonse fyo balelanda ifo okufyumfwa tulefyumfwa. Nabo ba pressure sabatira ndo kwebokwe bati balire ku kifungo pamulando wakuchita accuse ati bale gasinga. Bale labokwe bati bale chita accuse abantu abakaere. So efe naramya vyakwe bati ma president apa after ba president baaka inde nimwe botulefwa nomba mukese bapo bakwe bati mukabalanga kalale na totera
Chisuma. Hello? Good evening. Please try to speak up.
Alright. So I want to talk on the first thing is about the
I can be rest assured that you are either using headsets or your phone is on loud.
Oh no, I've just removed the trainer.
Please, yes, it's better that way. Hello?
Yeah, so the first thing I wanted to talk about Enoch, whatever his name was. So I'm not going to back anyone on that, like Z Farmer was in the wrong, she's supposed to be arrested and stuff, but when you come to think about it, these thieves, if they were to meet you at night or something, they're not even going to give anything, like, they can even kill you instantly.
Yeah, so now, listen, my brother, Enoch is gone. Enoch cannot defend himself.
Yes.
This is the problem that we have.
Yes, for sure.
So it would be unfair for us to label Enoch as a thief because he cannot defend himself.
Yeah.
We are not sure whether indeed Enoch went there with the intention to steal or whatever that they are saying. This is the problem that we have.
Yes.
Enoch cannot defend himself. So let's avoid, labeling him anything that we don't know. We are not sure.
Yeah. So as in, I just wanted to put it in a perspective where, like, I'm saying the Z Farmer, she's very wrong because at the end of the day, that guy is dead. So she's supposed to be arrested or something. But at the same time, if you look at it in another sense, imagine if a thief was to come.
But that is where I'm refusing, because even if you are not putting the person that we are discussing is Enoch. So when you speak like that, we will take it that Enoch is a thief, he went to steal. I'm not defending him or anything, but the point is we don't know his side of story. So let's look at what happened. What we know is that Enoch was beaten and Enoch is dead. I think our discussion should center on that, not bringing in assumptions which Enoch cannot be able to. What we know, the fact is that Enoch was beaten, Enoch is dead. I think that's what should be the conversation.
Yeah. As in, I'm not trying to defend the Z Farmer. All I'm trying to say is that at the same time, like these things. Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm okay also, Mr. President. Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Yes, Mr. President. I've been following you, my president.
Yes.
And today I'm happy that I've managed to communicate with you. So in all the broadcasts that you have been having, whatever you say is on point. And I'm requesting that you may continue because I personally am looking forward to you and I think that one day you will be our president. So I just want to make a contribution or talk about this party. These people, Mr. President, as you always say, they are not really trustworthy. No one can trust them. Number one, they have no direction. Now, someone who doesn't have a direction, that person to be trusted by other people. The answer is no. So, whatever these people are trying to do, they are just wasting their time. We Zambians, we were in safe hands. And we are praying that after 8 weeks, my president, we need to read that Zambia. So, Mr. Perry, we really appreciate for giving my light to the people of Zambia. We are behind you all. Our Spante from that. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Yes, sir.
Kama na Mr. Chipo.
Yes, sir, Chipo.
Saa maprogramu ya msema nyingi.
Zikomo.
Makonka ni maprogramu ya mini yarangiza muntu kutapunzepo chimshazoona. Aba magazi bali mu PF magazi. Abantu bashika mga wa mai bawo ni bamozi cyane.
You know?
Because we are dreamless after the late president once wanaka desperate. Basta mwenye kufunza kumandrama wali na zevi. Sasa bali lakini kwa president basi wika wakusha. Hizo mbili nasema hide mlango za mle wali nazo. Mwenye sababu na siku na msuku. Kitu china ngonichi. Ma mistakes ya mimi pesa kana bezi as a former minister, they can't stand in a question point. For example, a Malans. Because when you are
then tubabweze futhi.
Monga pazekanti osaika futhi wagawala la mbali perfect mabonekiramo.
Iyo ni point
manje ndi mthanda wa support atasi muntu amene obali blind sanda wa support zando votera ko winawo.
Iyo ni point amene mwakamba point amene mwabulesa ni yabwino because one of the fights that we need is to fight corruption. But these people we are seeing clear corruption with evidence. We don't see any of them condemning it. Instead, they are busy trying to defend it to say ni ma politics. Haka inde ichile mani dictator. Haka inde ichile mani tribal. Waona? But we are seeing my evidence. And so if they are not criticizing
vitu vinango politics isiliu kama uzita politics na marizo hawa
no zikomo kwambiri mwakamba bwini. Hello?
Uncle Terry.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Talking to Mr. Mwala from Kazungula.
Yes, Mr. Mwala. How is Kazungula?
Kazungula is just hot. It's like they are roasting the Satan here.
I remember kaja lodge kamene nagona hapo paja. You know Patano
Saji guest house.
Hey, paja. Yeah. Kaja
when you came to get your hierarchy.
Yes, kaja ngati uja mkaza aliko uja. Hey.
Yes, she's there.
Mkampase mairo mwambela mkampase imwe mukampase 200 kwacha 200 kwacha munipase ini but mfuna mkapase ujagero mwamvera.
Okay, no, don't worry, just look at my number tomorrow. I'll call you. You talk to her.
Yes, please. Na papata anani chunga mwino mani
10 hours sharp.
Okay, 10 hours 10 hours tomorrow.
10 hours sharp. I'll call you on this same number on the same time.
Thank you very much. I'll be waiting for that call. Nifuna mkampase 200 kwacha ujagero uja. Anani sunga buna maningi.
Don't worry.
Yeah, nizamvela buna. Anyway, kambani manje.
I know.
Hey.
Thank you. The first story is for yesterday for Maria Zaromesh. I love the way you articulated it. Though, you know, you are outside the country because you had bad lawyers on your side. Especially when Makebi Zulu. Yes. Maria Zaromesh has got serious lawyers. So if you have got serious lawyers, you remember that Maria's case went to habeas corpus. They were pushing the police and the courts. So if you have got serious people working around your case, no matter how serious it is, they can work around it.
Yeah,
but most of our lawyers just want money and publicity.
In other words, tinga vipinda mure, if you have got money and you have got influence,
yes.
If you have got money, you have got even influence, vintu vinga kuendele bueno. But at the end of the day,
cases the church were facing.
Yes, but at the end of the day, my
because
brother,
they had serious lawyers.
Yes, but at the end of the day, my brother, chirungamo ni chirungamo, justice ni justice. Chirungamo ni chirungamo, justice ni justice. So if munga ine as public lawyer ina sini makuonera mukani ya ndalama or mukani ya power. I speak for people. So in this case, yes, so as much as Maria Zaromesh has got my lawyer is very powerful, as much as Maria Zaromesh she's connected, the fact is banamenya muntu and uja muntu anamwalira.
So now look, what we are talking about there's a one term that people say the law is blind. So when the law is blind, the courts, the judges all fact down, and those that are going to present facts are the ones. So for me, is we have the biggest problem in our country where, if you look from where you are coming from, you are telling these people to say stop influencing youths that are still looking life.
Yes.
To be supporting your cause when you don't have what it takes to stand for them tomorrow.
Yes, exactly.
So that is what you said. So meaning in life you need to have someone who is able to stand for you after using you.
It's true. It's true.
But Chirufyatari today is in exile because he had no one to stand for after being used.
Thank you. Thank you. They were not there.
No. They just came to quickly tell you, run away. We are going to help you exile.
Even in exile, they couldn't help me.
Yes, so for me, if you look at typically, sir, the problem in PF, as you articulated with Undergiven Ruvinda and Sean Tem, even the Bible says, before you build your house, sit down and calculate the cost. Then Akachindas, then given Ruvinda, even then the issue, they never calculated their costs.
Yeah.
I was telling you the other day, I called to say their problems were just doing press ups. They are still coming. They are still coming.
Thank you, my brother. Make sure 10 hours tomorrow you call me. Thank you.
10 hours sharp.
Yes. Hello? 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 Ila shu pashan phone. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Chirungamo, nchirungamo. Justice is justice. And for me, I try. I'm not perfect. Okay? I'm not perfect. But, you know, we need to stand for the truth. We need to stand for justice. In this case, the case of Maria Zaromes, from my point of view, the case of Maria Zaromes is murder and not manslaughter. Hello?
Hello, President Adi. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I also want to jump on that. Okay, I am getting a name.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I wanted to jump on the things of. But why am I getting the echo in the background?
Because you are not speaking direct in the phone. You are. I
have connected everything.
No, you are not speaking direct in the phone.
Okay, am I clear right now?
Have you removed whatever it is? Are you speaking direct in the phone now?
Yeah. Yes, now everything's okay.
You see that?
Yes, yeah, sure. So I have the content. I have the basics, just the basics knowledge of the law. Now, when you talk about the murder case, you need to prove, because that's a criminal offense. And it's a capital offense. So you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Now, Mr. Kelly, that boy, Simpukwe, he moved from his home. He went and trespassed into people's farm, whether it was a home, whatever it was. Now, from you, just logic, just from common logic, how do you you never followed?
First of all, his line is very bad. I can hardly hear him. I can hardly hear him, but basically he's trying to accuse Enoch, to say Enoch trespassed, or you could even say he went to steal. Whatever the case, the point is, whatever he was going to do, he was apprehended, he was subdued, and therefore he didn't pose danger to anyone. And they started beating him. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Hello, sir.
Hey, ikala shine.
Wino febani.
Awa yafikiriwa mtende mwapi hapa pamufulira.
Oh, shani kumufulira. Kwisa kumufulira oko.
Kukantanshi.
Oh, kantanshi kumyesu. Kwa reikala bali.
Mr. Tayari.
Anyway, go ahead.
I just want to talk about Iyako Inoki. You know, that is injustice. That guy was killed. That is murder. So it did actually quite manslaughter, sign a bail. It's unacceptable. That was murder. Twalitamba video. Turelanda out of the blues. We saw the videos. So tapeni nefya kula shoka mumbali ati yo shali manslaughter pa kuya fe direct. That was murder. Whether bali kwa tenda na bali kwa tani mufapa wananda good lawyers na ngwa kwa tama good lawyers ichinga chakwe ati that guy was killed. Echingecho. Ero chimbecho ningalanda kwa watari. Pali awaleisa tu president awati yonde iminina. This time was Zambians echo turefuaya. Ule isa mkuu chitaka mpeni kulifuati tumuvote kanona kwa techola.
Afire fya isa na chomkwa tuira pitana mumbali.
Afire fya isa na afina. Iya chiri yakwe batinkesa chitefinka mchitire fitaba chitanga baya palya.
Bamambala bawina fyabe noko bayikala bamba nokuladia.
So apakulira limo. Kulira limo.
Mkwai nabayoko.
Nangu batu babanishitwali lyakali.
Nabayoko mwandini. Nabayoko.
Chachine bataya.
Tuira pano kuibepa. Tuira pano kuibepa. Kutuwa ikala oleka kikurextra kampeni muntu nensala. Wala mkampeni na shamba nensala. Mkwai.
Nakale bataya.
Nabaicheme.
Baicheme fe kuisa fenecho la baicheme fe.
Ala.
Nangu yabere ba mundu bile bashani baipanga shefi bese fene fiola.
Number wafeta.
Mkwaitu watote.
Awambi wale ati yo ama Zambia ni mampele 100 kwacha 100 kwacha. Nchite kampeni.
Kulisa. Aleve pafi. Kulisa. Tumusonkele. Kukuliamu na efa kuliemu. Yashiri ya muka chasu yualeleta.
Natotera. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Tari.
Yes, sir.
Yes, mwabomba shani Karabesa.
Bwino fingai mumulishani.
Nilikuwa bwino Karabesa. Karabesa ningonga bwino program rera ndabwino sana.
Aini.
Nomba acho natemu afurero cyo mwasumisha cyakwe bati. Apo murebomba. Motati. Kwe bati bayupendi barebomba na gushani. Uri vere chore wakuvotera na mwapere murebomba so rekenye kurupya abantu.
Lekankwa munyina ine panondi ninjishona inoponji minine ukwa ulofi ninjoponji minine ninjishiwoponji minine efya bama politics efya bama politics na ninjoponji minine so na iwe munapo ala imini na tumone fofika bakuntanji. Hello.
Yes, President Ali, good evening.
My brother, your phone, I don't know what you are doing, and you know, even yourself, you can feel the echo. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Mwachoma bwanji wa President.
Bwino mwachoma.
Tachoma bwino. Tumangura biko nani pakani bwino pate raisi. Nifuna wakamba ko
Mukamba phone ili pa loud speaker hiyo. Usafaka pa loud speaker phone. Usafaka pa loud speaker. Hello?
Now,
my brother, I'm sure you are not speaking direct in the phone. You are not, definitely. But you have been trying, and why are you, you know that it's not coming out good. Hello?
Okay, yeah, mveka bwino apaka.
Usafaka pa loudspeaker, please. Kamba chabe straight mu phone, ndiye pamene ima mveka bwino.
Okay, ziko mwa president. Inkani ya uyu munyamata Enoch Simfukwe. Inkani inaipa. No one who is supposed to be killed. We are all human beings. So, uyu mukazi afuniko mangiwa. So munakamba bwino zikomu oleta nkani zaso pa social media musirenze bwino
zikomu kwambiri
zikomu.
Hello
President Tayali.
Yes, much better now.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, so am I clear, or again there's a problem?
No, you are okay now. You are okay. You can even hear yourself that you are okay. Please go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, I still have the same concern. Like you were saying before, in the case of the repatriation of the ACL body, I remember at some point you said if the case is bad, it doesn't matter the lawyer you hire. As long as the case is bad, it is bad. On that one, I was very much together with you. And if there is a bad case again, it is this one. Because if you check, you have one thing, and this is proving beyond reasonable doubt. And the state prosecutors cannot they cannot prove beyond reasonable doubt that this woman and the co-accused had the intention to kill that boy.
Okay.
Because
so let's wait a minute. So let's play this case. I am the prosecutor.
Yeah.
You are defender. So I ask you.
Yeah.
Is Enoch dead?
Yes, exactly.
He's dead. Why is Enoch dead? Because we have a medical report from a doctor that he died as a result of brain injury. He died of brain injury. We have that. So, do you agree with that?
Okay, he died from the brain injury.
Yes, we have it.
And that resulted from the...
beyond reasonable doubt, isn't it? The doctors proved that, isn't it?
No.
The doctors said...
No.
Why do you say?
Okay, when you talk about beyond reasonable doubt, we are talking about the intention, not the action.
No.
You are talking...
Wait a minute.
We are proving the action right now.
We are in court. We are in court right now.
Yes.
You are Maria Zaromesa. I am the prosecutor. I am the prosecutor.
Prove the intention.
No, I'm coming. Yes. Because we need to lay the ground. So Enoch is dead. And he died, according to the report, he died as a result of brain injury, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
He died of brain injuries. You were seen on a video that you apprehended Enoch and beat him. Did you beat Enoch?
Yes, I beat Enoch because...
Wait. So, when you are beating Enoch, what was your intention?
My intention for beating Enoch, in this case, I don't really know what transpired there. But
according to what you know, question. What was your intention? We have agreed that Enoch was beaten. So when he was being beaten, what was the intention of Enoch, of beating Enoch?
It's to punish him, not to kill him. Because if I wanted to kill him, he came into my home. I would have used the sharp instrument. You'd have seen a knife there. But I didn't use any sharp instrument. If I wanted to kill, he came to my home.
No. The point is, Enoch died as a result of brain injuries. Okay?
Yeah.
Because he was beaten by you. Okay? And you have agreed that you beat him. And you are saying, no, I beat him to punish him. You beat him to punish him. But at the end of the day...
Not to cause harm. Not to cause harm. Yes.
When you are beating somebody, is it to cause good?
It's to punish. I said to punish, not to cause harm.
Okay. Bossy. I think because when you are beating somebody, isn't that harm?
No, you're not harming. You are punishing. That's a punishment. It's not a harm.
Okay, that reasoning, Shupako, I cannot continue prosecuting. Bye. Hello? How can you beat somebody and saying not to cause harm? How? You are beating somebody and you are saying not to cause harm. How? Beating is causing harm. Not to cause harm, to punish. And even that punishing, who gave you authority to punish? Because beating somebody, punishing somebody, beating somebody is a crime. Yeah, some people. I know I was beating him to punish him, not to cause harm. Anyway, I think let me leave it here for tonight. I think we have touched on a number of issues and we have spoken for quite some time. Yeah, I will come back tomorrow to discuss other issues. And tomorrow, I want to talk about, let me take this man. I know you called earlier, but let me take you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Ted.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not people because of because it's like how can you say beating somebody is not causing harm?
That is to punish.
Because when you are beating somebody, you are inflicting pain.
That is not
when
harm.
Inflicting pain, that means you are harming that somebody. So how can you say I was beating not to cause harm?
But to punish him.
Beating inflict pain. And pain is harm.
Yes.
So anyway. Yeah. So anyway, I'm ending here. I'll come back tomorrow on Friday, and I want to talk about that priest, Father Oscar at Don Oscar. Yeah, I want to talk about that man. There is a reason why I'm insisting. There is a reason why I'm insisting on that man and the others, because they are taking a tribal trajectory. I don't want that tribal trajectory. So tomorrow I'll come and talk about other issues as well. Thank you very much for following. I really appreciate your support. I don't take for granted that you take time to listen to my program and even call in. Please, let me turn my face here. Please continue the support, and remember, we need Zambia to be stable in terms of governance, in terms of economy, in terms of development, and this is why I am supporting Hakainde Hichilema, so that we continue. Let us not have a disturbance in the projects that have started. Let us allow Hakainde Hichilema to continue till the end. Thank you very much. May God bless you, and may God bless Zambia. Good night.